Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's Jeb here, and welcome to episode 8 of Let's Play Enigmatic 2 Expert. So, I have a lot of information for you guys. I want to start off by saying I haven't been really uploading this as much. I haven't been uploading Enigmatica as much as I would like, and that's just, I want you guys to know that's due to being a full-time student in college and also some other side hobbies. I wake up super early and still feel like I don't have enough time throughout the day to finish everything I need to finish. So with that said, I would like to try and upload 3 times a week, but that's just like right now, that's just not more likely to happen. It's not realistic for me because of how much I have to invest my time and money into school right now and to hopefully pay off one day. And if those that are doing that will probably understand, and those that aren't probably won't, but that's okay. So I just want to say I'm probably going to be limited to around 2 times a week, and that might be pretty random because as of right now, every time I record a video, right after I edit it, I render it, and then I upload it. And I set it for the next day at like 10 a.m. every time. So it's pretty random. I don't have like a schedule on like Mondays and Saturdays I'm going to be uploading. And I'm sorry for that. Just make sure that you're subscribed or keep on the post notifications, hit the bell to be reminded when I get uploaded. If you guys want to do something like that. If not, that's fine. I would just check in regularly if you are wanting to stay tuned into these Let's Play series of the Enigmatica 2 because it's an awesome pack and we're having so much fun so far. And look how creative I've been so far. If you guys know me, I keep saying this throughout the series, I'm not creative at all. But look, I made a decent build. Now, I have a lot of information for you guys and a lot of exciting information and a lot of stuff I've done in between episodes, like a lot of hours invested. I didn't do anything that was like too important that I really needed you guys to tag along with. It was just really like busy work, right? And some other extra stuff. So let's get into today's video. Last episode, I think we just pretty much left off. What was last episode? That's a good question. I think we just left off getting some power, right? This wind turbine, I believe. Sorry, I did so much in between episodes that I can't really remember what I finished off on last episode. So, starting off, you can notice I'm jumping on all my plants, and that's because I replaced all of the dirt with something called fertile soil, which you can see here, fertile soil. Which basically means you don't need water. It's already fertilized and you don't have to worry about jumping up and down on it. And you can see that all of our strawberries, all of our onions, all of our, what is this? Barley, wheat, lettuce, chili peppers, and cucumbers, and hemp. Industrial hemp has all grown in. It's looking good. So we're pretty much ready to start maybe another windmill structure soon, and I'll probably try and make it look a lot better than this one. This is my first go of a good Minecraft build, and it turned out all right. There's still a lot of work it could use, but it turned out okay. Especially I kind of like this spiral staircase, and it's a little fancy. It's not nothing crazy. It's not anything crazy, but yeah, that's what we use, that fertile soil, which is just made by dirt and bone meal. Which, as you guys remember, I went and got that. I think that all that bone meal from the bone blocks that I had over there. Which should be, let's see, let's turn on that bone blocks. It was over here, yeah. Went over there and mined up all them bone blocks right there, right? We mined all that up, looking good. So, that's one thing that we did in between episodes. I literally spent a lot of time, replacing all the dirt, which means I had to pick up all of the already planted plants, and I had to replace the dirt underneath them with fertile soil. That was one thing I did. Another thing I did that I don't think I showed you guys, and I guess I can't replant these cucumbers. That's okay. I guess I'll eat them. Another thing I did is if we take a look up here, so I'm going to try and make my way up to the top here, and this is the way I've been going right now. Sometimes it's kind of tricky to get up here, and I keep jumping off. I don't know why. There we go. I just added another LV capacitor, so we filled up this capacitor, and I just added another one, so now that we can hold, like, what is that, 2 million IF, I think that's what it is, right? Yeah, 2 million IF and 2 million IF, so it's a total of 4 million. Just because, I mean, we're sitting here spinning a windmill. There's no reason why not to. I mean, we could have a ton of these right here, but and just bank all of our energy into a big storage, but there's no need for that. I know that our creosote right here is finished, right? Our creosote oil is I should say it's filled up, and we don't really have anything to extract all that creosote oil. So, I mean, I made a ton of treated wood so that we don't really have to worry about it, at least for a little bit, for the next couple of builds that we do. But there's a lot of cool stuff, and I'm saving the grand finale for last, by the way, guys. So just hold your horses. I have planned to make a couple things. So we need to make a couple storage rooms because I've heard that this pack, you need to focus on storage like a lot because you get a lot of items and you fill up your storages very quickly. So we're going to be working on making a bunch of drawers today because I think drawers, right? Look at drawers. I think it uses... Okay, so it's a regular recipe. That's good. What about the frame drawers? Because I want to make custom drawers, right? So what if we did something like this? Yeah, so it's the same recipe. Good. Yeah, because it's just wood planks and chest. But chest, okay, yeah, that's the reason. So chest, if we look at chest, takes a lot of treated wood. So we're going to definitely need some stone and some treated wood for that. So I got a framing table ready to get crafting. This is my little plans over here, by the way, guys. Also, I need to put this on my list too, right? So this episode, I would like to get us crafted a framing table and make us a little bit of drawers, right? A couple drawers, because I'll show you why we're going to need the drawers in a second. And I would also like to make a dank knoll because we are kind of, I'm kind of tired of having this many materials in one chest. And it was kind of annoying not having materials on us at all times. A dank knoll is really going to help with that. And we have plenty of diamonds, so I'm not really worried about that. I've actually already gotten what we need. We need 20 blocks of coal, 5 stained glass, and 20 diamonds, I believe. I think that is the recipe. Other than that, I have a piece of obsidian and a piece of or a piston up here ready to make. And the reason because of that, if you guys want to check this out, right, I'm going to show you what my plan is for this. So, like, let's say we look at iron ore, right? What we can do with it. There's a lot of ways to get it, right? We can smelt it for 1 iron, but we want to really double our ore production. And we can do that manually in the quartz grindstone, but that would take a long time, and I'm sure we can't even craft this yet. Yeah, we might be able to craft this. Skystone is not hard to get, right? Yeah, it's just skystone. Yeah. So, I mean, we could do that, right? We could get a quartz grindstone, but that's going to take a long time. Usually in the smeltery, we can go 1 to 2, but in this mod pack, they've modified it where you can't double your ores. It's 1 to 1 ratio, and we're looking to get the most out of it, right? Starlight Infusion is 3. There's some other things here. A crusher would double our ores. A squeezer, we can manually do it with the squeezer again. And mechanical squeezer, which that would need power. So there's a couple things that we can do, right? But if we take a look down here way later on, blast furnace, macerator, all this good stuff, we have a small plate pressure, right? So this is basically what you do is you put, let's see, this would be a, what is this? Why am I blanking out? A piston right above an empty block within a piece of obsidian at the bottom. And you would just activate the piston, and you would put an iron ore or whatever ore in between these blocks, and then you would hit the on and off switch, and it'll go down and crush it into 2. So you would put that under there, activate the piston, and you would get 2 of whatever ore you're crushing. This is the only, and it says 0 ore for tick because that takes no power at all. So I would like to hopefully get into maybe automating that. Maybe not this episode, but here soon. I'm actually going to move this, by the way, guys. I kind of want it over here. It makes sense to be over here by all of this stuff. I'm just going to toss it for now in here, like right here. We're not using it yet, and I'm going to use it when we make ourselves like a, what is it, cooking for blockheads kitchen. So that's what I'm going to do there. So, as for this episode, I told you guys I think that's pretty much covered everything I needed to cover that I did in between episodes except the grand finale. The grand finale is I kind of got bored, right? And this, I want to explain. Let me explain this real quick. I am not a man that uses chisels and bits, right? I use the mod chisel, right? Chisel and bits. I use the mod to make some different looking stuff, like as you guys can see over here. Very, very basic, right? But this is from chisel, right? You chisel some bricks and make it look different. Chisel some cobblestone, make it look different. That's what chisel does. But chisel and bits, the full mod, basically, if we take a look at chisels and bits, there is, let's see, where is the chisels? Right here. So there's the regular chisel, right? The diamond chisel. And then you have the diamond chisel, this smaller version, which is to actually work with bits, right? So if you guys don't know what chisels and bits are, I would highly suggest you go look at a video. I'll explain it a little bit once we get over here to my grand finale that I'm about to show you guys. Basically, each block in Minecraft, if you look at a block, has 16 little bits. So if we look at this little square right here, I hope you guys can see this. That's 1 bit. This 1 cube on the very edge corner is 1 bit. So there's a 16 by 16 by 16 bits in this. So I think there's a total of what, 4,028, I think, 16 times 16 times 16, somewhere around there, bits in 1 block. And if you have that chisel, right, I don't think I have one on me. No, I don't. I think it's all over there in a chest. You can chisel and, like, just like you would in real life, chisel away at blocks and make them look a lot more not blocky, right? You can try, I mean, they're still going to be blocky, but make them look a lot more custom. So I watched a little bit of tutorials on a couple techniques. I have not mastered it at all. It's a hard work in progress, right? But I went ahead and made a new building for our smeltery. It's going to be our forgery. I actually added it to the Ender book. It's called the Forge. That's what I named it. So we're going to head over there now. And you guys are probably going to notice that it looks a lot better than, I'm not going to say it looks fantastic. It's far from fantastic. But it does look a lot better. See, this just looks very blocky. No matter how circular I try to make it, it's never going to look circular, right? And I actually should have done a better job making this a little bit more circular. But it's hard to make circles with squares, right? You can, but it just isn't a perfect circle. It has ridges. With chisels and blockheads, you can get a little bit, you can go a little bit more in detailed and in depth. So that's what I did. Let's go ahead and head over. I put it over here, as you guys can see. This is our farm. I put it over here right next to this. And I'll explain a couple things that I did. So, starting off, maybe from a distance you can't tell a couple things. This cow, I wish he wasn't standing right here, but I guess he's going to be in the shot. This is our forge, right? This is what I have spent. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I probably spent a total of 8 hours one day just to make this. And basically, this is where we're going to keep all of our smeltery, our blast furnaces, our coke oven, a couple things, right? There's going to be a couple things that like immersive engineering, and we're going to keep a storage room for our ingots and metals and all that good stuff, because right now it's just in a crate in a cave, and it's time to move on from that. So I'm going to kind of go through in depth, like I guess a showcase of this little building I made. It has 2 stories. This level does. These are just architecture craft. And I want to explain one more thing to you guys. Chisels and bits, if you ever use it, if you ever look up tutorials, ever get into it, I think I have my chisel. Here's my little diamond chisel here. Yeah, so it does a lot, right? Here's all my bits. So we can look inside here, and you can see I have all these materials, but they're in little tiny, there's 4,000 a stack, right? And all these materials, just little tiny squares. I'll literally show you guys how tiny they are. It's crazy, right? We place down a single bit. That is how tiny a bit is. And 4,000 of these, right? If we place down a lot of these, here, I think I can, why not chisel this away? Here, let's get our actual chisel. I don't know why that's not picking it up. There we go. If we place down 4,000 of these, right? Which is that. That's a full block, right? That's a lot of bits, as you guys can imagine. And we can take those away and get all of our bits back, and it should go back into our bit bag with all of our bits. If you haven't checked this mod out, like in-depthly, I have checked out a lot of chisel, right? Like I said, I use a lot of chisel. I do. I like the mod. I didn't know it was this in-depth, but I got into it. Another mod I use for this build is a build called Architecture Craft. And that's what it adds, like these right here. Here, let me see. Basically, any block in Minecraft you can turn into a lot of fancy stuff. And I'll show you what I did with that. You basically get this, there's a little saw table you can get. And that's what I made these little rails with, and these iron rails, or I guess these are stone rails, I believe, yeah. I use that for, what else did I use architecture craft for? A lot of this build is chisels and bits, like even this right here it's literally cobblestone, but I took off a plane of it and I made it chisels and bits. So it looks like I used all of this is seared bricks. All the dark black material is actually seared bricks, which I did not use near as many as you guys are probably thinking I use, right? Because it would take a lot of seared bricks to make all of that full-on blocks. But when you start breaking things down bit by bit, it does get a lot more helpful to save. Like literally, I with everything. This is a dirt block, which you can see at the top of your screen. It's a dirt block, but I literally chiseled the top of the dirt block and replaced it with a top piece of a wooden plank, right? So the lighting level in here is not good, right? So I still need to work on the lighting. I did put a bed up here, and I don't know why. Some reason, right? For some odd reason, it didn't let me put a bed on this chisel block. I don't know why. I don't know if that's a chisel and bit thing, but we'll figure it out. I want to say this, guys. This building, like you can see, it's really in depth. Look at the roofing. And I'll go up there in a second. This building took a tremendous amount of time. I want to promise you guys that I am not going to spend this much time every single episode or every single build. I'm not going to go this in detail. I'm still going to make it look just as good, but I'm going to figure out a different way. With architecture craft, you can't go as detailed, but you can do things like this. I literally chiseled out each line of this, and it takes forever. So my plan from now on is to use architecture craft, which you can still make a lot of things, right? And you have to just get more creative with it. With chisel and bits, you can just really not, you can use imagination, but you can get really in detailed, and it makes things a lot easier to make. And I'll still use chisel and bits, but not for a whole building like this. I'm telling you guys, 90% of this building, besides the cobblestone, is chisel and bits. Even these windows up here, I'll go up here and take a look. Even all these windows are chisels and bits. It's just a frame of oak plank. That's chisel and bits. I mean, everything here is chisel and bits. So I'm not going to be spending that as much time as I did on this building, on every building, but I'm going to try and strive to make it look just as good. I just need to get a lot more comfortable with architecture craft, which is it's a beautiful mod to help build and make things look amazing. So what I want to do basically, guys, is make architecture craft the main mod that I use. I might add a couple mods, not to affect anything in the pack, just to affect the cosmetics of buildings that I can help me make buildings look a little bit better. So what I want to do is get use probably, I'm going to flip this, right? This is like 90, this building is like 90%, even the shingles up here I made for the roofs. It's like 90% chisels and bits. I want to do like 90% either Minecraft blocks, or maybe just chisel Minecraft blocks and make them look cooler, and 90% of it be architecture craft and Minecraft blocks. And then I'll go in with chisels and bits and add like little details, right? Not make a whole building out of chisel and bits. It takes way too long. And if I was like live streaming this, then yeah, I would probably do that. But YouTube videos, we want to get straight to the point, right? So yeah, here's the roofing. I did pretty detailed. This is where our smelter is going to go. So this episode is just going to really be setting up our forge, right? And also making these things that I promised. Yeah, I added a couple windows up here. I kind of wanted to replace the cobblestone, but at the end of the day, I probably should have chiseled it and made it actual like decent looking cobblestone. But I kind of like the cobblestone look against that black. It doesn't look too bad. And this, guys, if you don't understand how uncreative I am, this is magnificent for my level of understanding of this mod and my creativity. It takes a lot out of me to make something like this. No lie. So that's it. I'm not going to go too much further in detail. You guys will see it. And this is the smeltery. This is maybe a coke oven and a blast furnace, and we might have some more. I want to fill this out with some tables. I forgot what mod did it, but I don't know where I can find like tables. Like I didn't really see any, right? I might be able to just make them. And worst comes to worst, I can just make them out of chisel and bits, right? Don't want to because that takes a while, but it's might what I have to do. This is going to be our storage room for all of our ores and all that. And it might need to get expanded that way. It might not be big enough, but for now I'm going to start off with just this, and that'll be fine. So that's what I'm going to start off with. Let's go ahead and head back to our cave, right? Which I don't know why I keep jumping. I could just teleport, even though it wastes XP, but very minuscule amount. Oh, also one other thing, right? I forgot. This isn't the grand finale, but I kind of forgot to put this before the grand finale. Which the grand finale, guys, if you weren't wondering, was that amazing building. Well, amazing for me, right? So another thing I did, because I put mending on all this stuff, and I also changed my materials that I use on my picks and all my other things, right? So these are still manulin, but I actually made this cobalt because it makes the more you mine, the speed increases, right? And I also added ardite. So I did an ardite stick, a cobalt binding and head for the pickaxe, and that's what it added here, right? And this ardite gives you petramore, which basically the more you mine stone, the more it heals, right? So that's really good. Combined with the mending moss, I like never have to repair this pick. But in worst scenarios, I made an XP farm out of it's a generic XP farm, right? You can make these kind of things in vanilla Minecraft. But let's go ahead and take a look. I don't know how far it is, but it costs 14 levels. So here it is. I'm not going to dig in there and show you guys, but basically behind this wall is all you got to do is look up like 1.12. If you're trying to make this exact one, you just do it like look up a 1.12 skeleton farm or mob farm, and basically what it is you have a room, dark room in there with a spawner. It spawns all of, in my case, skeletons. They fall into water, which pushes them into a water elevator that takes them all the way up to the surface and pushes them over and makes them drop down this huge tunnel to where they become a 1 HP skeleton, right? In some cases, they have armor, so it makes it a little bit more than 1 HP. But as you guys can see, it has like 1 HP, and all I got to do is hit them a couple times, and they gonna give me the XP. And that's how I've been repairing my tools. So I'll just hold them in my offhand and smack them with my hand. And as you guys can see, that'll repair that. So that's all this is, and I got some pretty good armor out of it, and I'm wearing some of it, right? So our armor's decent now, and I didn't have to spend a dime on it. So let's go ahead and head back home. So, like I said, what I want to do is is there any way we can make a storage, let's see, storage keeper? Yeah, we can definitely do that, right? Treated wood, yeah, oak planks. Does it have to be fireproof? I don't think so. I think it'd be normal planks. I'm gonna go ahead and get one of those so that when we move this crate over to our forge, it's not gonna mess anything up. I think that'll probably be the smartest idea. All right, so first, let's go ahead and start off. Let's go ahead and knock out the danknel. All right, and I have everything for it, so it's not that big of a deal, right? We just gotta make 5 of these. 5 of the, what is this? A diamond panel for danknel. And we get our diamond danknel. This is a huge help in Minecraft. This thing is awesome. Basically what it does is it holds mass amount of any material that you throw into it, right? And you can access them all out of this. So you can hold stacks and stacks and stacks of cobblestone, and I can place cobblestone, right? It's like I actually have cobblestone on it, and then it goes straight into my danknel. So when we're mining and we're getting a bunch of cobblestone, it's not going to fill up my inventory. It's going straight into my danknel. Huge advantage in Minecraft, right? But what I like to do is I like to take all of this cobblestone, right? And I'll just like throw it on the ground like this. Let's see, all of that. And pick it up. And all you see, it goes all into my danknel. And this danknel can hold up to 3,200 items per slot. I can hold up to 3,200 cobblestone, and then it voids the rest, right? So it's a very good, useful tool. Pretty easy to make. It's just at the cost of some coal and whatever material that it calls for. So I'm gonna throw like a lot of my wood. I'll keep some in there. A lot of the sand. Let's see. Let's throw this stuff in the danknel. So we'll go like cobblestone, dirt, sand. Right, dirt and sand. Maybe some. Do I have any gravel? Yeah, I got some gravel. Let's throw some gravel in there. I like to try and keep this like in order, in a specific order. Not like a super specific order, but in somewhat of an order. And that's pretty much it. I'll throw netherrack in there since we've kind of have a lot of it, right? So I'll put wood in there, and then I'll put in some netherrack. And as you guys can see, I can just scroll through. I can shift and scroll and access any of those. Very, very useful tool. And if I need cobblestone, let's say for like a craft, I can't just pull it out of my dang. I actually manually have to go in and pull it out, like a half a stack or a full stack of cobblestone, which, you know, isn't bad. It's just so nice to have all that accessible at your fingertips. Very, very useful tool. Okay, so that knocks that off of our list. Let's go ahead and keep working on the other things here. So what I want to do is go ahead and make a framing table, because that's going to be definitely used in pretty much all of our builds that are going to be using drawers, right? We just need some oak trim, which I have a ton of oak. Let's look up some oak trim. Oak trim is very useful in a lot of things. I need to make 5 of these, so that should be good. There we go. So oak trim like that, and we have our framing table. Boom. That's out of the way. We'll keep the rest of oak trim in here, and purple slimy dirt, that can go away. Looking good. Okay, so let me see what else we need to do here. So there's our framing table. I'm going to toss this over in the forge, because that's where we're going to be using it at first. I'll toss it like right here. And then basically what this does is you can make custom drawers. So in the drawers mod, storage drawers mod, there's a select number of drawers. But with the framing table, you can use these drawer frames right here, like craft some of these drawer frames, and make whatever 2 materials that you want to make. And for this, and probably a lot of my builds, I'm going to go with this darker theme. I like this dark theme, like dark oak, or I think this is spruce, right? Yeah, spruce. And this, I like this dark. I might use some sky stone, as you guys know from applied energistics meteors that we find in the world. That dark sky stone goes along nicely with that dark oak wood, and it goes. I like the. We're gonna go for maybe like not like a medieval, kind of a medieval, older. I like that older, you know, time period. So I might, guys might see when I play Minecraft. That's what it just reminds me of. There's an older, you know, survival time period where you gotta farm and you gotta build your way up, and then of course the mods add all the tech and all that, but. So that's our framing table. We'll work on some drawers here in a minute. As for now, I'm going to keep these here. That's fine for now. We're going to definitely move things around and make things look a lot better later down the road. But for now, that'll be fine. Okay, so we also need to make our piston. So this is going to be for doubling our ores. So this makes actually 2 pistons, which is good. And we're going to take one of those pistons, and we're going to go like this. So... Danknol, if you don't mind, if I get some cobblestone, and I'm gonna place it like, actually, let's strategically place this. Let's be mindful of everything. Okay, so let's see if our smelter is gonna be here, our coke oven's here. I might actually move our blast furnace. I might move this. Let's go ahead and keep this close, and I guess I must have taken off a fence. Let's repair that while we're over. I should have some extras in here. Yeah, I have plenty. I have plenty of extra. Let's replace this because that's going to annoy me. And I'll probably forget about it, right? Just go ahead and replace that. And I guess I don't need one on this side, right? That's fine. Okay, sorry about that. Distraction. So, let's strategically place this, because later down the road, I want to automate this to where we don't have to automatically click it with the lever. And that's probably another thing I should grab is a lever. Let's see. Let's grab one of those, which I know how to craft. I don't need to look one up, right? Just craft one. Like, I think I know how to craft it, right? Wait. Do I know how to craft it? It might. I think it's actually just cobblestone, right? I think it might just be cobblestone. Let's try that. Is that it? Stick and cobblestone. Yes, it is. Lever. For now, this is what we'll do. Later on, we'll just use like a, what is that? A redstone timer, like a timer. Yeah, one of these timers from Dark Utilities is a great way to automate things that need to rapidly keep receiving a redstone signal. And by the way, guys, I suck with redstone, so don't expect anything amazing, like any cool tricks pulled up my sleeve. A lot of my tricks that I get is from YouTubers I watch. And a lot of my builds, you'll see I'm not creative. So if you guys see any buildings that look like any other YouTubers, or at least the theme of the buildings, It's just because I kind of watch a lot of YouTube and I pull a lot of my ideas out of those. So don't mind me. I think I want to put this. I want to put this more in the back because I don't want it to be seen kind of from the front. I actually might replace these guards in the very front of the building with some actual walls and windows, but we'll see. I was planning on one machine, like a coke oven here and a blast furnace here, but I kind of want to move that idea to somewhere else. I don't know why I'm so indecisive. I think I want to actually, yeah, I'm going to probably move that over there. So for now, we're going to put it like right here-ish. Yeah, I feel like back here is fine, right? So what we're gonna do is gonna build up. So that'll be a piece of obsidian, that. So then we're gonna mine this away like this, and we're gonna put one of our pistons up at the top, right, like that. And then we'll put our obsidian right below it. So in this block space, like that, right? And then all we gotta do is put our lever down on this guy. I thought you can. Is it not a piston, right? I thought you can put a lever on top. It has to probably be on top, to be honest, right? I think there's a better way to do that, right? I think there's a better way if you just put like that. Yeah, that'll work for now. So that's how you would crush ores into doubling your ores, okay? So that is going to be that system. Right now it looks ugly, but when we automate it, it should look a lot better. And we might actually put like the obsidian in the ground and make it look a lot better. But for now, boom, that's how we double our ores. And we're going to have to manually do that for a little bit. But later on, we'll be able to fix that. Immersive engineering is also going to have a lot of cool little gadgets that are going to help us smelting and automating and get into the basics. So let's go ahead and mark that off. And last thing I want to craft before we start moving all of this over there is a storage crate keeper. So we need let's see, we need 1 black quartz. We'll just smelt that up real quick. And I forgot that I ran out of like a lot of pretty much all of it. And then we need 4 of these, 4 iron ingots, right? And then 4 plank. Once this is done, we'll be able to get this storage crate keeper. Boom, like that. And that'll knock that off our list. Boom. We have already completed all of the tasks. So now that we can move this with no problem, and not all of the items are going to fall out of it, basically it's a one-time token that you create, and it keeps all the materials that were in the actually additions crate in it, right? And then once you place it down, like I'm going to place it here for now, you'll see that the crate keeper is gone, but all of our ores have stayed. Now, if I pick this up, all of the ores are going to go everywhere. I would have to make another crate keeper to keep all that in there. Okay, cool. So that's going to be pretty much it for this. Now it's time to go ahead and I'm going to move all of our smeltery and all of our stuff over to the next building, or our forge building, after I place this in there. Right, so let's go ahead and pick up all of this stuff. Why did that give me wood? Was that supposed to give me wood? I don't know. Let's go and pick up all of our coke bricks. I'm going to pick up all of this good stuff. And then we should be looking good. So I'm gonna place this in here so we don't lose it. And then now look, I can just pull out my Danknol and replace this with some dirt. Looking good. And then we'll pick up all of this stuff. Right, and I don't know why I'm using an axe, but I can just use this. That can go in there, and I'll pick that up. And then now we can head over to our forge. So we're going to move all this stuff over there, because this is going to be, for now, our first forge. We might make more that are more advanced later down in the future. This is going to be our basic, nice-looking forge. So this is where I plan for the forge to go. So it's going to go like this. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, right, like that. And then I'm gonna probably put the controller down here, and then I'll put one casting table. I forgot that was chisel blocks. Let me replace this. Where did that go? Actually, here we go. I think that went there. Yeah. And this one, I'll chisel that later. So then we can place, let's find our casting table into there. We'll have one drain here. I might put another casting table right there, actually. That's probably a smart idea. For now, this is what we'll work with. And I'll put our... is this the pattern? No, that's the wrong pattern chest. Whoops, this is the right pattern chest, right? Yeah, with all of that. And I'll put the iron cast back in there. And then I will put, I think, the tank on, I guess, this side. Yeah, for now. I'm probably going to move that into a different spot later. And then I want to put the glass up here, because this is going to be like the front view. And then we're also going to surround, of course, like we normally would in a smeltery. We're going to add on layers. And I kind of I left this open because I kind of want to make it like a chimney look feel to it. We might change that in the future, of course. Something like this, and then some more glass, and some more seared bricks. I'll probably make this go one higher, maybe for the future. And then I'll probably just connect it with like some cobblestone or some other stuff. But yeah, I'll definitely make that go maybe even one higher. This seems good with me. For now, we got our smeltery back up and running, and I need to make a couple more of that. Okay, I'm going to organize my chisels and bits, and we'll be right back. Okay, so like I said, guys, it's getting dark out. Like I said, I'm going to probably move this over to both the coke oven and the blast furnace over here into one space, because it can go like 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 on the other side. I feel like that's the best bet. So I'm actually going to move this. Yeah, that'll actually work nicely, right, if we keep it like that. And I'm going to go ahead and sleep through the night just because we haven't figured out a good lighting situation. If I could jump up here, that'd be nice. To basically help us there's going to be mob spawning at night here if we don't fix this lighting situation. I haven't found a good lighting situation. A great mod that I love that's not in this pack is called Torchmaster. That introduces the Feral Flare Lantern, and that is like the best thing ever. But what we can do is go find a peace candle. These are actually in churches. A peace candle will prevent natural mob spawning. Chunk radius around it, there is a peace candle in 1 of 3 of all village churches, right? So 1/3 of all village churches has one of those. So we're gonna go out and probably search for those. I'll actually put the peace candle in our bookmarks so that I remember to go search for those. Maybe one episode when we go exploring, we'll go look for those. So as for now, let's go ahead and put down. The only problem is having these railings. I can't put anything in this block from architecture, so I can't put anything in there. That's gonna kind of make a mess of all of this stuff. I'm actually gonna move this. That's what I'm gonna do. I know we like spent forever trying to figure out where I should put that, but I'm gonna move this because I want this stuff right here. Stencil table, part builder, tool station. Yeah, that looks really good to me actually. And now the pattern chest can't go back here, which, you know what? I'll move that and put a pattern chest right there. Yep, that's fine. That's totally fine with me. That looks good. And there we go. You can take your blank patterns. And I'm actually going to put this right here. So we'll do something like this. I think I need one more, and this cow is getting very angry for no reason. Yeah, we'll put it like this, and then we'll put something like this, and I think I'll just be able to go like that, right? Yeah. There we go. So that system will go there. And then here, at least right, maybe I'll do like blast furnace here and coke oven here. Except coke oven, let's see, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so we can't really put this in the middle, which kind of irritates me. Yeah, is there no middle to this? Guess not, huh? It's always going to be uneven. I guess I messed up my measurements, but that's totally fine. So we'll just put like the coke oven here. And then maybe like the blast furnace right here. And I think the blast furnace is later down the road. I was kind of just trying to prepare for as much as I could. So we're going to put it like right here. This is going to be our coke oven for right now. And I just realized, I think I just wasted all that coke and creosote. Or I should say, all that creosote that we had built up. But that's okay. It's really not that hard. It just takes a little bit of time. But we're going to smack that, and there is our coke oven. Nice. So like we did before, we can just take, like, what is stack of wood, right? just take a stack of wood because we have a ton of wood right now. It's no bothersome. And we'll go ahead and start creating some creosote and some of the good stuff, right? So that looks good. I'm going to go ahead and toss this down. And sorry guys, this episode might be a little bit longer, just due to the fact that I'm not really going to cut it up because I talked about a lot of information in there. There's a ton of information in this episode. Sorry if I kind of spammed you guys with a lot of things. I just did a lot in between episodes. So this is definitely going to be a little bit longer of an episode. Sorry about that. You guys let me know what the time frame of an episode should be. I don't want to keep you here too long to where, like, you know, you got stuff to do during the day. I don't want to keep you here too long. That 30 to 35 minutes is like my range, but this is going to be maybe 40 to 45 minutes because next we need to go ahead and make a bunch of the drawer frames, which doesn't look too hard. It's just going to take a lot of treated wood. Let's go ahead and grab our treated wood, right? And I don't know why that keeps glitching like that. That's weird. Always tries to make me make a middle backpack. So we're just gonna make some chests, and chests are pretty easy. We just need some stone buttons. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make as many as I can. Let's see. Let's look up the recipe for a chest, oak chest, and we just need some wood, right? So we'll of course grab that from here, and we have our treated wood, so we should be able to make a ton of chests, right? Yeah, so there's 40 chests. That's fine. 40 chests looks good. And then we'll get our drawer, which of course we're gonna need to make more treated wood. So there is a ton of that. We need some more oak planks, which is not a problem. Just make a couple stacks of those. We need some more sticks. I'll make a couple stacks of those. And there's some more drawer frames. And really, I need to make some more, right? Yeah, let me get a little bit more stick. You know what? I don't know why I'm using oak planks. Let me just do this. Let me just get like another couple of those, and that should be the rest of that. Yeah, there's 40 framed. And now what we can do is pick 2 materials that we want these to be out of. I really like this sky stone. That's from the meteorites in Applied Energistics. I like that dark theme, and I think I might go with some spruce or maybe some dark oak. Don't know. Or maybe I might just go like cobblestone. Like some type of cobblestone. And so we put the frames in, right? And we just pick 2 of any material. So I think what I want to do, I'm going to put treated wood over here, by the way, because that's kind of like important over here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go find a meteorite, and we're going to mine up real quick a lot of, which I'm sure we can just look at the map, right? Journey map and find the nearest one. There's one literally right there, and I think it's next to that dragon. So hopefully we can sneak by and get that. Let me go run over there, and we'll be right back and get all of the sky stone. Okay, here we are. We got some sky stone here. I don't see any signs of a dragon, so I think we're okay for now. Just going to grab, like, you know, we have vein miner, so like why not grab like a lot of this stuff? Look at that durability, and we're like starving right now. I forgot that does that, so whoops, my bad. Forgot it makes us like super hungry when we mine like 1,000 blocks in a row. I'm just gonna grab like, you know what? I might just grab like all of this because why not? I mean, we're here to get as much as we can, right? And there we go. I got. What did we rank it up, right? Yeah, we're at heroic. Okay, cool. I'm going to toss this sky stone in here because we're going to have a lot of it. So as of right now, I'm just going to throw it in my dank knoll, and I might put it. We're already at 1,400 blocks. We're not going to need that much for what we're doing today. But why not go ahead and grab it? That should be enough. Let's go ahead and teleport back home after I do a little bit of eating because that took a lot of energy out of me. And I've been trying to keep an eye on our nutrition. What next couple episodes, we're probably going to, I thought that goat was literally trying to come attack us. Next couple episodes, I think we're going to try and focus on a little bit. So let's see. Let me get some guys down here. I think next episode we're gonna focus on maybe some. Let's see, our food situation, like making a kitchen, you know, all that good stuff. Should be fun. So what I want to do here, I think what I want to do is I want to get some type of smooth stone. And what I can do is grab our chisel. And you know what? You take my buttons because I don't want to hold on to them anymore. What I can do is take my chisel, and get a stack of cobblestone and just chisel that cobblestone into something smooth, like big tile or let's see. I mean, I'm sure a lot of these look fine. We'll go with I use dent on the thing. Let's see how that looks. That don't look too dark, does it not? I like that. It's not too bad. It looks a little bit too dark, but I think that'll be okay. Let's take a look at like some other ones. Is there anything lighter? Maybe this. Let's try this. All these animals have been crawling around here. It's kind of scaring me. So you got like an outer trim, which I kind of like as well. But then you got that inner trim. So you could do something like this with an outer trim. That looks pretty cool. But this, I think I like that. It looks a little bit smoother. Let's go with that. The big tile frame door. So what we're going to do is we're going to, yeah, that looks fine, right? This is what we're going to do. We're going to, I kind of want to put some on this wall as well. Actually, we can't because that's chiseled, is it? Right? Okay, that's fine. I wasn't really planning on doing that, but that's okay. We'll do something like this. And no, I did not mean to do that. And we'll lock all of these once I get the chance. The corners are going to be off limits. Because we're going to have to do something like this. I'm going to put the drawer controller. I guess we'll like technically put it in a, this isn't an even room. I kind of messed that up. I should have made it 3 wide so that there's a middle to this room. I might actually do that. It's going to kind of mess up the build though. Might do that later. For now, we'll just fill it in. And then we'll fix it in a later time where you guys don't have to sit here and watch me do that. So that's as many drawers as I have now. I'll probably just put a drawer controller here. Can we actually make that right now? The drawer controller. Let's see. Drawer controller. That's going to take some redstone engineering blocks, which takes some copper, some Constantin. I think we're going to have to wait on that. That's fine, though. I think we'll be able to get into that here very, very soon. Maybe next episode, maybe the episode after. 1 or 2 episodes. We should be able to get into that. This series, by the way, guys, is probably going to be a lot of episodes. This is a hefty mod pack, right? Nothing on the slider end. It takes a lot of energy and work. And you know what, guys? I think I completely forgot. Before I end the episode, I'm going to show you guys how this chisels and bits mod works. So I'm going to take this positive chisel design, and you guys should take a look at chisels and bits on your own because I won't be able to explain it quick enough. But what I can do is actually place this some more windows right here, and that's what I'm going to do, like that. Like that. And I kind of honestly want to just make... I chisel this real quick. Let's go ahead and grab our other chisel, small diamond chisel. And let's go ahead and chisel that away. And let's place this there. There we go. Kind of like the look of that a little bit better. Okay. That's pretty much it. That's all. That's chisels and bits in a nutshell. What I can do now is throw these extra bits away. And then I'm going to toss that in there and toss that in there. And there we go. I'm going to hold on to our chisels and we're looking good. So I'm going to end the episode there. I hope you guys did enjoy it. I'm very pleased where my building has ended up. There's still a lot more work, and I told you guys we're definitely going to be using some other mods, like definitely like Architecture Craft, to start doing a lot of our other builds, because chisels and bits builds take a lot of time and a lot of patience. I'm sorry, guys. I just don't have, in school right now, I just don't have that time, especially with my extra hobbies that I have while I'm in school. So, like I said, I hope you guys did enjoy the episode. If you did, you can show your love by hitting the like button. And if you're not subscribed, you can go ahead and subscribe and turn on post notifications if you want to be updated when the next Enigmatica expert mode video comes out next. Other than that, guys, I really hope you have a great rest of your day. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace out.